Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my Minecraft series that I'm doing here. It's called, thank you for anyone watching the last video. It's been some hard times for me, but, I'm doing what I love. Obviously, it does suck in the position where I'm at in life right now that, obviously there'll be better times, but, what's it called, it does suck when, us guys, when we play video games, we use it as a way to escape from reality. But like right now, where the place where I'm at in life, it's just not even video games could fucking make me feel good right now. It's just, I don't know. I just need to, I just need to, be a man and fucking move on and just, what's it called though? Just move on, grow as a person, mature, and learn from my lessons, my mistakes in life. I mean, that's what life is about. But yeah, so in today's video, I'm gonna be finishing up this vlog, kind of doing more. I haven't been doing it that much. Right now, I'm live streaming, so I need to bring my bed over here. I'm live streaming, so I do have that in my bio. I will put it down in the link if you guys are interested. What to call? I do it at I do it randomly. I live stream randomly. I mean, but right now, lately, since I've been going through stuff, I kind of feel shitty at night. So I was like, you know what? Let me live stream it. Let me see if let me see if a couple people join, so I could have someone to talk to. Cause times are tough. Times are tough, but they'll get better. You just need to keep on grinding. Gotta stay. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. That's what you know. Let's see, I think I have food right here. Go get some. But yeah, I think in today's video too is gonna be the same thing. Just me talking about like a podcast. Let's play podcast. I would call it. Obviously things turned around. I wanted this series to be, but times are tough. Times are tough. Where the heck is my food at? Don't I have bread? I have apples and bread. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys are doing good in life, school, work, wherever you guys are at. Need to get my sword over here. Let me see. Right here. This should give me enough food, but hopefully you guys are doing better than me, And if you're not, like I said, I'm here for you guys too. So if you guys have, I don't know where I'm going. If you guys, feel like you need to talk to someone about your stuff, the comments are free, so you guys could just comment, and I'll be here to, respond to them. Help, try to make you guys feel better, and girls too. Let me see. Because right now, times are tough. I mean, right now, it's not. I mean, it's not like the times we're living in right now. We shouldn't be worrying about stuff like this, like me. I'm worrying about. Damn, I got a lot. Worrying about that stuff. When I think about it, what's it called? Oh, that's it, right? When I think about it, I'll be like, oh damn, I feel shitty, she left me, this and that, but then I think about it, and I'll be like, my ancestors back in the day are cavemen, you would call them. I don't know where I'm trying to go. Well, I'll put the food right here. You know, they were struggling. They were struggling to get food. They were worrying about, uh, you know, that they just got dumped, or they're trying to survive. They're trying to eat, survive, not get killed. Then, but I think about stuff like that. You know, I think about like people that don't have nothing. They don't have a home. They don't have food. They don't have a mom or dad, parents. You know, I'd be like, why am I worrying about this when, you know, it's really nothing. Like I shouldn't be. You know, people are struggling. So I'm what's it called? I'm feeling better though. I'm slowly feeling better. I'm slowly recovering, but then there's times when like when was this? This happened on Thursday. Oh, the last time I saw her was Thursday. Friday, I didn't know what was going on. I kind of had a feeling though that something was gonna happen. Saturday, you know, she left me, and what's it called? You know, from Saturday I felt shitty, really shitty. Like, you know, but I mean, what can you do? And then, what am I doing here? Oh, here. You know, I felt really shitty, but I mean, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go downstairs with my family and distract myself, and then the next day I started feeling even more shittier. Actually, that day I think it was the day that I felt the shittiest. I did cry that day. I will admit it. You know, I'll own up to it. You guys can call me what, you know, whatever you want. I don't care though. But at the same time, I feel like I deserve it. But what's it called? Obviously Sunday. Oh yeah, I was feeling shitty, but I forgot what I did Sunday. I can't even remember. You know, it's good. Oh, I mean, it's not good that I'm forgetting stuff. At the same time, you know, I'm slowly forgetting about her. I mean, if I think about it, obviously I'm going to have the memories with her, but um, going back to what I was saying was, um, uh, what am I saying? You know, I forgot what I did Sunday. I think I went out with my friend to distract myself. I think I went out to go run, but then oh yeah, I think I did. And then on Monday, which was yesterday, obviously, kind of feel a little bit better, but I still feel shitty. And then today, I'm not gonna say great, but I felt way better. Still, you know, I felt nothing. You know, neutral. I didn't feel nothing, which is, I don't know if it's something I should worry about too. But and then, you know, it slowly started coming back. Like it's just stuff that triggers it. You know, like for example, when the last time I saw her, when I took her on a date, I went up to the mountains. I think I said this in the last video, but I went up to the mountains with her to go for a little hike. You know, just to be out in the wilderness. And I took some clothes just in case, you know, I were to get wet or something. I stepped on a puddle or something like that. And then I took some jackets because I was like, oh, it's gonna be cold over there. So I took her a jacket, and then I took myself one. But obviously, you know, when that happened, all that stuff happened, I didn't take it out of the car. I left it there because I left it in my sister's car. I used my sister's car that day, and I just didn't want to take it out because I did not want to see the stuff, you know, because that stuff was gonna remind me of it. And especially when I see the jacket that I let her use a couple times, you know, it feels like shit. But I mean, I just gotta pull through. I can't let something like this, you know, um, bring me down. And then obviously, you know, like what else? Chapstick, because I left some chapstick in there, and I forgot to take it down. But I'm like, you know what? I kind of don't want to, because it's gonna make me feel like shit too. Because she was using a chapstick, she was kind of putting it on me because I needed some. My lips were getting chapped, and I was thinking about, should I just throw it away, just leave it there, and then my sister throw it away, or like, what should I do? So, I don't know, but yeah. And then later on, I was riding the bike, and then I kind of started thinking about her again, because that day, the last day when I took her on the day, she what's it called? She sent me. She had told me. I forgot when did she tell me. I don't know if it was when she was at my house or when I took her back home. She was saying that she never learned how to ride a bike, and then she sent me a video of her riding a bike, and I mean, I fucking just loved seeing her happy, riding that bike, her smile. And obviously, when I was riding the bike, I couldn't stop thinking about her. It just made me feel so shitty, but right now it's not the time to regret stuff. I mean, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm not an expert on all this stuff. I'm still young. I still have a long way to go. I still need stuff to learn. But I don't want to say, right now it's not time to regret. It's time to learn from my mistakes. I mean, yeah, I should regret some stuff that I did so I could learn, but I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? But yeah, I just gotta move forward. I'm doing better though. I'm doing better. I didn't do nothing today. Obviously, I did kind of go out. I did go do some chores. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the gym. Cause I haven't gone to the gym. I've kind of been sore. But tomorrow I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym, hit it hard. Distract myself. I gotta turn myself into a beast. I gotta, what's it called? I gotta improve myself. And then the thing is too that I'm noticing is, I feel like, and it's kind of scaring me the more I think about it. But I forgot to bring my bed over here. I feel like I'm moving on too quick because, it's what was it? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's 4 days already, and I'm already, I feel like I'm kind of recovering, quick. And that's kind of scaring me. I don't know if that's a good thing because, I feel like I'm not gonna learn from that. At the same time, I don't want to be in pain forever, for months. But at the same time, I don't know if that's okay that I'm recovering too quick. I'm not gonna learn because, I mean, I've been feeling shitty, but today, I'm like half and half. I was feeling shitty, but then at the same time, I'm feeling, neutral. If you were to say I'm not feeling sad or happy, I'm feeling alright. I'm getting over it. But I'm having my, like, these. How do I say it? Um, uh, having my, cause obviously I know I was the problem. Obviously, she had some doing in this relationship too that kind of caused it to not work out. But obviously, I know I have problems too that I need to fix. But what's it called? Like I'm saying, I'm recovering too quick, and I feel like that's not good because what's it called? Because I feel like I'm not gonna learn because I'm the problems that cause this relationship to end. I'm still I'm kind of wanting to do them again. It's like I'm not learning, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's good that I'm recovering quick because I feel like I'm not gonna learn from my mistakes. Of I'm a person that rushes things. I'm rushing the relationship. That's what happened. I was rushing the relationship, and that's one of the problems that caused it to to end. And how much stir I'll have a bunch. And I feel like I'm not learning. I'm having like the all the problems that I have that I was thinking that I'm a learn from them and not do them again. It's like I have them in the back of my head like I'm gonna do them. If you guys understand what I'm trying to say, so I feel like I'm recovering too quick and I'm not gonna learn from my mistakes. And it's gonna happen again. I can't let that happen. Though. I can't let that happen. So At the same time, I'm still like looking at pictures of her to make me feel shitty. I know that's not gonna sound okay. Not It's not gonna sound healthy, but I'm trying to hurt myself at the same time so I could learn, so I could learn from my mistakes. I'm trying to punish myself, but at the same time, I'm trying to what's it called? I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, I know that's not healthy too. But I want to learn from this, from my mistakes. But yeah, it hurts. It hurts. But everything will get good. I mean, I was talking to my what's it called? To my stepdad, and a while back, what's it called? A while back, I was how do I say it? I'm trying to, I'm like over here multitasking. Not a while back, but basically since last year, there was this girl that was working at a store, and my stepdad wanted me to get to know her. And I was like, oh, okay, but then obviously I've got my girlfriend, and I'm like, nah, you know, obviously that's not okay. So that's good too that I'm, faithful, not unfaithful. I mean, fuck, who knows how she was, but I'm not gonna think about it like that, cause I don't want to have a bad image of her. Um, but obviously I forgot about her, and then he told me today, oh, because every since that happened, every morning when he sees me, he's telling me, how you feeling today? I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a little bit better. And we're talking. I've been a shitty stepson, but I need to change that. I need to, even though he's not my dad, we had our problems. I feel like he's been there and done more than my actual dad, so I should be grateful. I should be more loving. And that's the thing too. I was talking to her about that. I never really liked him and all this, and I feel like that probably kind of threw her off too. It's a bunch of shit, a shit ton of stuff. Obviously, the more I think about it, the more I start seeing, my problems that I need to fix, because it's just toxic. Obviously, like I said, I wasn't the only one. Why does the hole look like that? Did they update the game? What the heck? Looks weird. But yeah, obviously, we both had our problems. But she admitted to it. Like she kind of didn't want to, but I admitted to it too. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, yeah, I'm gonna try to be a better stepson. But what's it called? He was telling me, oh, how you feeling? We're talking about work, because I mean we haven't been able to find work. I don't know why it's so hard to find work right now. And what's it called? He was telling me about her, like, oh, she's still right there. You can go talk to her. Obviously to not, try to get back into a relationship or nothing, just so you could distract yourself, go hang out or something. And I was like, I don't. Obviously, yeah, that would be good, but at the same time, I don't think that's gonna fix my problems. That's not gonna fix the problems, of just, because it's like I'm not gonna learn basically. I forgot how my friend said it, but it's not gonna fix nothing. It's not gonna fix nothing. Obviously, I know because obviously I've done it already, where I don't let myself recover from a breakup, and then it's like I feel like that's the thing too. Obviously, like I said, I get too attached right away, and then I start like having these illusions. It's like if I've been there with them for like years, even though it's been a couple months or days, and it's not okay. It's not okay when with guys like that, or even a girl when they're too quick. But obviously, I feel like that's what kind of happened. That the last couple of relationships, I I didn't let myself recover. For one, I kind of did for a couple of years, but on that one I was kind of patient, and then the second one, I was patient, it did work, but then obviously we weren't together no more, and then I got with this one, the one that she just broke up with me a couple days ago, and I think that's what kind of ruined it too. The more I think about it, that I might be wrong. You guys could correct me, but imagine getting out of a relationship and going back with someone. So it feels like you never left the relationship, so it feels like you're not with the same person, but like you've been with someone for years, and you're gonna want to be rushing it, even though it's a new person. That's like the best way I could explain it. But I'm pretty sure you guys would get me what I'm trying to say. But I just need to improve. But no, times will get better. Times will get better. I keep forgetting to bring my bed. Let's see. But uh, I said I don't think yeah, okay. I had said that how many minutes? I'm in 21 minutes into this. Okay, so I had said, let me check though. I did check and I didn't really see nothing, but I switch accounts. Go to my YouTube account. Okay, so I had said, that I would be here for anyone that needs to talk, and obviously, to leave the comments down below. But obviously, it only has 3 views, so you know, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna just give up. I'm gonna keep on grinding. I'm gonna keep on putting in the work so I can make it. But I mean, the offer is always gonna still be there, guys. So if you guys need someone to talk to, the comments are down there. If you guys are having a bad day, I'm here. Other people are here. I'll listen to you guys, just like how you guys listen to me. Thank you for that. Let me see here. But yeah, obviously, you guys leave your comments on there. I'll read them in the next episode. Cause I'm gonna treat this as a podcast right now. So it's probably not even a podcast. I'm just talking, commentary. But yeah, it sucks. Gotta move on. It does feel good though that I'm, letting all this out, because I'm starting to feel a little bit good. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you guys heard that, but at the same time, when someone goes through a breakup, depending on if they got dumped, because obviously it's different when you get dumped compared to you dump someone. You're gonna have two different feelings. One, I feel, well, I mean, from what I heard, the person that dumps, that breaks up with their partner, at first, they're okay, they recover quick, but then later they start regretting it, they start feeling regretful, and start feeling shitty, and that's why sometimes they come back. I'm hoping she doesn't come back, because by then, if she does come back later on and I'm okay, I don't want her to come back and me feeling like shit again, But you guys gotta value yourselves, If you guys are going through a breakup and that happens where you got dumped, you're recovering, you're feeling good, you're starting to take care of yourself more, appreciate yourself more, doing all this stuff for yourself, and then they come back, do not fucking take them back, dude. No matter what. No matter, if you thought they were your soulmates, no matter if you thought that you were supposed to be with them, make a family, no matter how good they made you feel, do not fucking take them back. Why? Because it's gonna happen again. If she didn't learn, obviously, depending on, like for me, for example, we stopped talking like 3 times, 4 times. And then, I'm not gonna say we got back because we never basically separated, we just kind of gave each other a break. Obviously, I should have learned from that, but don't make my mistakes, If that's going on where you guys get in a fight and they stop talking to you, like they ghost you for a week or two, fucking leave them. say, you know what, fuck this shit, and ghost them too. And then they try to come back, just don't even text back to them or nothing. Watch how they react. Watch how they turn. That's gonna fucking that's gonna you know mess them up mentally, hurt them mentally in the head. They're gonna start thinking a bunch of stuff. And obviously, I don't have that much experience. Obviously, I don't do that, but that's from what other people have said, what I've heard from other people. Because I have the tendency of being a simp. I'm saying it. I have the tendency of being a fucking simp. Right away responding to messages. And at first, I wasn't like that. I mean, okay. Here's one thing, and here's another. If you're actually in a relationship to where you want to um, get married, it's serious, you want to have kids and all that stuff. No bullshit going partying, um, uh, having sex every fucking day and all that stuff. Um, what's it called? None of that bullshit. Here, let me see. So it's gonna go this way. I'm trying to remember what I was saying. I forgot I have to make more stairs. Kind of forgot what I was saying. Dump this out. I don't care about that. What was I saying? I forgot. I lost track. Oh yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna kind of backtrack a bit and see if I could remember. But obviously, I had the tendency of being a simp and responding right away. But oh yeah, now I remember. Okay, so obviously, when you get in a relationship and you want to have kids and it's serious, if someone texts you, you're gonna respond back to them quick. That's not being a simp or nothing. That's you being you know, a future husband or future wife or someone that actually cares. You're gonna respond back to them quick. You're not gonna just fucking leave your phone there because girls and guys, obviously all of us, I think I picked it up right where I need it. Okay. We always have our phones together, especially girls. Girls always have their phones. They never let go of them. Like that's like attached to them, like to their freaking soul. They don't let go of them. So if you're texting with a girl and she doesn't respond back to you right away, it's because she's ignoring it. She's saying, you know what, I'll reply to him. I'll respond to him in a bit. Let me finish watching this video. Let me finish talking to this other person or so and so. It's like fuck that, dude. Like the fuck. And I mean, obviously, if they're busy and working, that's But if they're not doing nothing, they're at home. They're not busy. They could actually respond. Then there's always time to be given. There's always time. I mean, if she says, I'm really busy. Sorry, I can't talk to you today. There's always time, guys. There's always time, girls. It's better to get to talk to some. It's better to talk to them at least for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Than not to talk to them because it does feel shitty. That's what I would tell her. I'm like, hey, I know, you're busy and all that, but I mean, I want to talk. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, even 1 minute, just call me 1 minute. And that's all I need. That's gonna make me feel good. But, I need to learn from these fucking mistakes. And I mean, I need to stop being a simp. I need to stop. Obviously, that's the new terminology. I need to fucking stop being the way I am because it makes me vulnerable, and it makes me not look manly enough. And the thing about girls is they want a man, they want a boyfriend, a husband that's gonna be able to take care of them, and that's not gonna be fucking crying, like she got in a fight with you and you start crying, you start all begging and this, she's gonna lose interest. And I mean, me, I've gone through different types of phases. I'm pretty sure we all have, but obviously when I got with this girl, I was kind of serious, but then I saw how she was, and she opened me up to where I ended up becoming a simp. I didn't want to hurt her because I saw that she looked, how would you say, sensitive, delicate, And I mean, she kind of was, because sometimes I would say something and it's not even bad, and she would kind of get upset, and you know, I was. It's like if I was fooling myself. It's like she was in control. She was the one making me look like an idiot the whole time. But obviously too, I did, call her an asshole a couple times. Like, and I know that's not okay, but I mean, obviously she would tell me stuff, and it would just come out, because it would kind of, she would make it come out. Obviously, I would promise her I wouldn't, call her that, but you know, she would make me feel shitty, and it would come out. And obviously, you could say that's another reason why she left me. I was never, an asshole to her though. Really, I always tried to treat her right. I treated her like princess. One day when we were walking and there was a puddle in front, I picked her up and just carried her over. All this stuff. Obviously, there's times where if you say something and or not you say something, if they say something to you and they get you upset or feeling kind of down, they're just gonna it's something might come out that you don't want to say. Especially me, that the whole relationship, I was it was a lot of buildup of you know of me holding all my emotions back, because the way she was, obviously it's gonna come out. I wasn't trying to be a shitty person. I chose to be like that because I wanted to keep her. But yeah, I think I lost track. Let me check mine. Sorry for my ring camera, guys. I know you can hear it, but I need to see why it's going off. Someone's in front of the house. So right now it's like 11, but yeah, I'll learn from my mistakes. Um, but yeah, obviously I still got a ways to go, but I need to grow as a person. And I feel like if I'm not growing as a person, I feel like I shouldn't be dating until I'm, ready. Here, I need to get more stairs because it's never gonna work out then. All my relationships have been my fault. Obviously, I've at the same time, you could say it was my fault too for picking the wrong girls. That's why you always got to be careful on who you pick, guys. And obviously, there's some people who don't listen and understand, and learn from their mistakes, and they end up always choosing the same girls over and over. Obviously, me on this last girl, I thought she was gonna be okay, and she showed her true colors. She showed her true colors, and you know, at the same time, yeah, she could be a good person, but you know, I guess I wasn't worth it for her to treat right. So you could say I was the idiot, just simping for her, following her. But yeah, just learn from your mistake, guys. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. Obviously everyone was gonna be different. Everyone was gonna have their problems, but yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Um, but trying to think what else to talk about. I mean, it's just the world is. I don't know why. I mean, I was gonna say I don't know why us as people are like this. We can't just get along. Like it's just the way people are. Girls and also guys. I'm not gonna say just girls are shitty. There's also shitty guys. But it's just I don't know why. Like if someone's trying to give you the world, if someone's trying to give you everything, you're offering your partner everything, and they just don't want it. They just treat you like shit. And then it's like like what the heck? And then that means that they're not they're not the one. You know, it's like what the heck do they want then? Like what do you want? But what the heck is in front of the house? Unless it's a cat. Uh, I don't know, but yeah. I think the more I keep recovering, the more I stop thinking about her. I mean, obviously she's gonna be in my head 24/7 because when I was with her, she was in my head 24/7. So right now is the time to just forget. But that's the thing too, guys. One thing too about getting into a relationship, you guys gotta make sure you got, you know, what you guys are getting into. Because it's commitment, it's time that you're gonna end up, you know, uh, wasting. You know, I mean, obviously you're gonna say, if you're in a good relationship and you get married, have kids, live forever, die, you know, not live forever, but live happily ever after and all that stuff. What's it called? It's gonna still be time wasted. Obviously not in a bad way, but you guys gotta um, you know, not waste your time on some of these people because that's all they're gonna do, just waste your time. And that's precious. All this time that I was over here, be with her, talk to her, and all that stuff. I could have been with someone else. Obviously, she was across the country. She was in Mexico. So I mean, I don't know what she was doing. But you guys just gotta learn. Not learn, but just watch who you get with. Be careful because some people would just waste your time when you could just be with someone else that's gonna be treating you better. Obviously, another thing too is this is the thing. I mean, obviously, it goes both ways. It's not just with the girl; it's with the guy too. But the thing is too. It's I feel like it's different for the guys compared to the girls because when you ask a girl something like about her past, obviously both of you are gonna want to know about your past relationships. Your past. It's gonna come up eventually, and obviously it's harder for the guys unless you don't give a shit. If you don't give a shit and you're a guy and she tells you about it and you're like, okay, whatever, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I mean, good for you. You're strong. But there's guys where they want to know because they just want to see, you know, how their relationship ended to see what type of person they were, or um, you know, if they're, if the last guy was is better than you, or stuff like that. Obviously, you shouldn't have that mentality. You should have the mentality of, I don't give a shit. If you're with me right now, you're with me because you love me and I have you right now. That person doesn't no more. But at the same time, what I'm trying to get to is you gotta watch out about their past because, for example, right now, since I'm recovering, the more I start thinking about it, when was it? I think it was yesterday when I went out to I went out to walk. No, I can't speak. I went out to go walk my dogs with my sister-in-law, and we're talking about that. And obviously, when we got together, I had just, left someone else, but she had just left someone else too. And here's what I'm trying to get at. That's what you guys need to watch out for. If someone had just left someone else, because she told me, oh, when I told her that, she was like, oh, I'm kind of scared because that person could come back. I didn't think about it like that for her. To be honest, I kind of just didn't care when she was telling me. I did kind of want to know, about her past, but I kind of wanted to know, so I don't hurt her, from her past, like that stuff, so I could be careful. But I didn't want to know, I didn't really care. I just wanted her to know, so you know, I don't end up committing. Uh, like if she's traumatized from her last relationship, I would like to kind of know, so I don't, you know, hurt her. Like in that way. Pretty sure you guys, you know, get what I'm trying to say. But you know, shoot, I didn't really pay attention about her, but obviously, now that I start thinking about her more, I think she had gotten out of her relationship at the beginning of the year of last year, 2024, which was around March, around um, somewhere around there, March. Uh, what is it? February, April, somewhere around there. I don't think April, but she had basically gotten out of a relationship like 3 months, 4 months. Obviously, I didn't think about it. You know, she thought about it that she was scared that the other person was gonna come back. I didn't think about it like that. And I mean, that's where you guys need to watch out because if someone had just gotten out of a relationship, you know, if it's a girl or a guy, there's a chance that the other person could come back. You know, there's a chance that they could come back and I mean, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, and I was talking to my sister-in-law about. Hey, you know, didn't she? When I started talking to her, didn't she say that she had just gotten out of a relationship? So like, oh yeah, but you know, it was a bunch of stuff. I guess that I forgot what it was. Obviously, it's good that I didn't really listen, but I don't know. Like, it was problems because I guess he was shitty to her, and you know, he would drink a lot or stuff like that. I don't know. I don't care. But what's it called? You know, stuff like that. And I think they wanted to get married, or he wanted to get married, but she didn't want to, or something like that. Like the mom didn't want to. So I mean, the more I think about it, the more I start thinking about that. You know, the mom probably wanted something good for her kid. Because when I was at work and we were working together, and I started talking to her, the mom started asking about me. Like, you know, is that? I think I said this in the last video, but you know, like, does he have U.S. documents? Is that his car? Does he live on his own? Um, you know, stuff like that. You know, wanting to know about me, and a lot of people thought that they wanted me just for my money or for U.S. citizenship. But I mean, look, she didn't get nothing out of me. But obviously, I mean, the more I think about it, the more I start thinking that no, I think she just wanted someone good. Uh, what's it called? Someone good for her daughter. Obviously, I feel like I wasn't good enough. You know, I'm gonna still keep beating myself for that. I need to become a better person. But obviously, I mean, from what she told me, it was bad with her last relationship before getting with me, and it was her first too. So that's where it's fucked up. That's where you guys need to watch out. But what can you do? You know, just move on. You guys need to move on. If they're not taking you seriously, if they're not valuing you, can't speak right now. But if they're not valuing the stuff you're offering, your love, your friendship, your compassion, your presence with them, then screw them. They don't deserve you. Leave them. 40 minutes into this, I think I could cut it here. Or I could leave it. Hold on. I think I could push it that way and just take this off. So, how would I do that? Oh, okay. But yeah, guys. Um, you know, like I said, I think I did say this. Unless I was talking to the person in my stream. He's not in here no more. I think he went to sleep. But what's it called? Like I said, my stepdad told me about that girl. I remembered. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I should go. I should go and just try to talk to her, but obviously don't rush things. Obviously, just take it as a not as a rebound, but just to distract myself. I shouldn't take it serious. I shouldn't, what am I trying to say? I shouldn't like start like getting ahead of myself, like saying, oh, you know what, I'm gonna go talk to her, then I'm gonna make her my girlfriend, and everything's gonna repeat itself. I'm not gonna learn. So I will take the offer of just going to get to know her, distract myself, screw her, If everything plays alright, I'll, go out with her, hang out with her to distract myself. But the thing is, too, the relationships I've been in, I, since I'm a, the person that rushes things, I never really got to know them that well because, like for example, these two, the other person I did, but these two girls I didn't, was I only, I met them both at work, actually the same work, the same job, and what's it called? What time is it? It's 11:52. Okay, and like I said, I made them both at work, right? And I was working, doing my thing, and obviously at work it's easy to get to talk to someone and all that stuff. But what's it called? I saw them at work and we would talk, but we wouldn't go out. So you don't really get to know them that much. You're just at work talking to them a little bit. Yeah, you could try to get to know them, but then let's say I only know the person for like a month or half a month, probably like 3 weeks or so, and I'm like, you want to be my girlfriend? I'm like, yeah, that's not good. That's not good because I'm rushing it, and that's the tendency I have is I want to, obviously, I would say the first girlfriend, yeah, I kind of did fuck up, but on this last girlfriend, at the same time, I kind of felt like pressured in a way because she was leaving back to Mexico, so I was like, I could let her go, and you know, obviously try to keep her as a friend, which is probably not gonna work, or I could just make her my girlfriend, lock it in. Also, we could still talk the phone and all that, but even then, we didn't get, we tried to get to know each other through the phone and all that, but then stuff started happening. Oh well. But yeah, guys, it's good that at the same time I'm talking about this because I'm going through the stuff that happened, so I could learn, so I don't forget and I could learn from them. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good though. Like I said, what's it called? I'm here for you guys too. So, you guys could come and talk to me. Obviously, I know I'm no expert, I'm no counselor, but it's always good to have someone to, I'm no therapist, but it's always good to have someone to talk to, someone to, release your stress with, to, how do you say, I forgot what that word is called, where you talk to someone and you let everything out. I forgot what you call it, but it's always good. Even though obviously from you guys hearing me, obviously I do need some work. I do have big problems, but they could be fixed. They could be fixed. And obviously, I know some people will be like, oh, like you're like this. Why would I take advice from you? Why would I try to talk to you? But we should grow as a, we should grow together as people, human beings. We but can't speak no more. My mouth is getting dry. I need to go get water. You know, we're humans. We make mistakes. You know, that's the way of life. We make mistakes, and we just gotta learn from them. So that's why I like talking to people too, because I kind of tell them how I am, and they'll give me they'll pass on their experiences to me. Their knowledge. Don't be like that. And so and so. But yeah, this is actually a good spot since I ran out of material. So right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm I'm gonna look up some ideas to make a big gate, but yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Like I said, damn, I need water. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. If you guys need anyone to talk to, I'm here. You know, the comments are free. So, let me go to man's best friend. Right here, the dog. The comments are free. You guys want to talk? You're having problems. You want to talk? Let me bring the mic closer. You know. Hold on. All right. Let me go back to what I was saying. You guys want to talk? Um, you know, having problems? I am here. I'm here to listen to you guys. Just like how you guys are, listening to me. Thank you. Um, but I'm here for you guys too. Just so you know. Uh, and don't give up. I know it's hard. Whatever you guys are going through, breakup. You just lost your job. You lost a family member or friend. Don't give up. You know, life always. Life is a bumpy road, but at times it will smooth out. It's gonna smooth out. Life is not easy. It was never meant to be easy. I mean, obviously, we didn't know it wasn't going to be easy, but it's, it's not easy. But that's what makes us human, because we have all these emotions. Obviously, they mess us up, but we gotta be in control. We gotta be in control, and not let the emotions take control over us. And also temptation. We cannot get tempted from uh, from if you're angry and you want to lash out at your partner or at friend, family, something, you want to do something stupid, don't fall for that temptation. Just for any type of temptation you have, try to control your emotions. Try to be a better person. Trust me, you'll feel better. And it's not easy. It's not easy, but like I said, that's part of life. All this stuff happens. Life is not easy. Other people have it harder. Even the animals outside, have it harder. Out in the wild, they're trying to survive. They're not worried about um, like problems like us. Obviously, they're different. They're not gonna have the same emotions as us. Some of them will, but it's different. But us as humans, we have these emotions, which is kind of you could say a a, a con, but at the same time it's positive, and that's what makes us a better person too, because we learn from our mistakes. We got to learn from our mistakes. So if you're, like I said, like me, for example, all the stuff I'm going through, I know it's my fault. I gotta learn from my mistakes. I gotta learn from them. I gotta accept them, even if I'm shitty to myself, and tell myself shitty things. Like how I said, I think I said this, or unless I said it on the stream, but I know this is not healthy. But at times I go back and look at her picture because I feel like I'm moving on too quick, and I still want to feel a little bit of pain so I could, learn. I want to force myself to learn my mistakes. Obviously, I shouldn't be doing that. Even then, if I get over the pain, like say for example, next week I'm already okay. I should, just because I'm okay, I shouldn't just say, what, I'm okay. I'm not. I'm just not gonna fix my problems. No, I need to fix them. Obviously, at the same time, I do look at her stuff, even though I should just move on, because I do miss her. I do miss the stuff, but you know, I just gotta accept she didn't want me. She probably wanted someone else. I mean, which she did want someone else. Who knows? I mean, I'm gonna keep a positive mind. I'm gonna keep a good image of her. I'm not gonna think of her bad, you know. Because I talked to her about my friend and my friend. Let me backtrack. My mouth is so dry, guys. I can't even speak. When I would talk to her about my when I would talk to her, or I can't even speak. Oh my, I need to get some sleep. But when I would talk to my friend about her, he would be like, "Oh, what a bitch." I'm like, "No, dude. Obviously, if your friend's calling your girlfriend a bitch, you know, or obviously she's not my girlfriend no more, but like recently she wasn't my girlfriend no more when I broke up, and he was like, "Oh, that bitch." Even then, obviously, you know, if your friend's calling your girlfriend a bitch, then that's not okay. But obviously, you know, I told her, oh, you know, she broke up with me, this and that, and I told her what happened. She's like, oh, she's like, what a bitch. I was like, no, dude, uh, no. I'm not like, no, I'm not gonna think of her like that, you know. I'm gonna have a positive image about her. I'm gonna have a kind image about her. I'm not gonna, you know, think negative about her. I'm not gonna be thinking stuff like that. I kind of been like today. I kind of was starting to think a little bit more negative stuff, like kind of shitty about her. Because at the end of the day, even though like I accept my stuff, I know I was a shitty person. I wasn't, you know, I have um, my problems. At the same time, you know, she wasn't a good person either. She admitted it, you know. But hopefully she learns, you know. I mean, I don't know why, but I don't know why, but yeah, guys. I'll leave it here. Trying to say what else I want to say. I don't know why. I feel like I have ADHD. I probably do because I'm talking, and then I start thinking of something else, and I end up losing track of what I'm trying to say. But um, uh, just learn from your mistakes. Um, just learn from them. You know. Obviously, you know when stuff like this happens. Obviously, I think it's different for girls and guys. You know, obviously when a guy gets played, you know, they get dumped, they get broken, they start getting cold. You know, they start. That's when you know good guys become assholes. You know, become the bad guy. You know, they become cold. They don't have emotions. They're over here talking to this girl. You know, stuff like that. And then obviously, I think it's different. I can't really speak for the girls. I mean, because I never really thought about it. But I mean, when it happens to a girl, obviously, she just becomes, you know, evil. You know, she becomes mean, cold too. I think it's the same shit. I mean, obviously, I think they both genders do act the same. I don't know. But I only can speak for the the guys. I never really thought about it for the girls, but yeah. I mean, just be careful who you get with, guys. You know, I could say too. Thankfully, I didn't waste money on her. You know, because I mean, if she was like that the whole time, I mean, damn, I would have feel even shittier if I would have wasted money. Obviously, I do feel shitty because I didn't buy her stuff, but at the same time, I mean, um, you can't really blame me because the way she was treating me. You know, she was kind of taking that motivation away, but she gave me stuff. I feel shitty for stuff, you know. But I'm gonna end it right here, guys. It's better be 1 hour. I know I wasn't playing no more. I was about to end it when I started talking. I stopped playing. But like I said, the comments are free. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to listen to you guys just how you guys listen to me. You know, thank you so much. I love you guys. Stay positive. Keep your heads up. You two girls, queens, keep your heads up. Don't let some fucking asshole ruin you. Don't let some asshole. Also for guys and girls, you know, don't let them change you. Don't let them turn you into them, or even worse. Be a good person. Thank you. Have a good day. Good night. You know, take care, guys. Um, The comments are free. Like I said, you know, if you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and yeah, let's all, you know, build a good, happy community where we can have each other if we're having a bad time. A family, you know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. You know, even if this doesn't get any views or nothing, I'm gonna keep on grinding. I'm gonna keep on grinding. I need to see how I could make it because I really want to do this. I really want to build a good community, a family where, you know, we could have each other when we don't have no one. But good night, guys, or good day, good evening. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. I love you guys.